Hello everyone, my name is Beret, and sometimes I wear a beret. I was just watching myself a very interesting live stream, which I really do want to talk about, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer to organize some of my thoughts and see what else comes out before I really dive into a tournament of sorts. But also I'm going to wait because something very important just happened and we need to talk about it. It's possibly the most important thing you're going to hear about all year. And yes, I'm joking, but it is really odd, at least in my opinion. It's from Nerf, as it always is. It's here, guys. The Nerf Pro line has officially launched, and we are here to bear witness. As if you can tell, I'm also in a bit of a sarcastic mood, so bear with me. The Nerf Pro Gel Force Gel Soft Gel line. What? Really? I didn't see this coming. No expectation that Nerf was going to jump into the gel ball category. And I've been waiting for an excuse to talk about gel ball, and here it is, given to me by Nerf themselves. Now we have an official look at the very first product and a small article or articles to go along with it. Or I should start with the Instagram teaser, coming soon, Nerf Pro Gelfire. Hashtag fuel your fire. These hashtags are out of control. That's what we're using for Pro. Nerf will do anything but make half darts, right? That's been another very popular joke amongst the community. I get that Dart Zone has set their Pro line and, is very much established it up to this point, but Nerf was like, gel ball. Now that's our Pro line right there. And we didn't have to wait too much longer. Nerf's first gel blaster is coming this November with 10,000 rounds. Now that is certainly an interesting title because talking about the capacity of a Nerf blaster and how much ammo is included is an important thing because usually you don't get that much ammo. But officially we're getting the Gelfire Mythic for $80, $79.99 USD. It's got that same sort of gel ball hopper on the top that says Nerf Pro Gelfire. In case you forget. The box art also tells me a little bit more information. Again, that 10,000 Gelfire rounds being included. Cool. I think this is a rechargeable battery setup, which is great. It's red and white and gray. The Nerf Pro Gelfire Mythic will cost $79.99 this November, and it's wild to see it exists. Partly because it's such a departure from kid-friendly darts, and partly because it feels like Hasbro is finally conceding that it doesn't need to reinvent the wheel to attract an older audience. What the frick? Well, part of that, yes, I completely agree. This is why it's so odd. Why is Nerf making gel ball when the whole point of Nerf was they established themselves as the leader in the foam dart category, right? That pretty obvious, safe to play with, foam flinging fun. Going into gel ball feels like a really odd step out of that niche. And you could make the argument that with Hyper, they were towing that line. Even Rival, for some people, that was a bit of a question mark. But this is the other side. This is gel ball now. Let's stop a minute because I do want to talk about my thoughts on gel ball. I know a lot of people have been talking about gel ball over the past year, especially in the North American sphere. Gel ball has existed for a while, especially overseas for myself, mentioned in this article too. This gel ball stuff is real popular in China and Australia, although Australia has seriously cracked down, and in recent years the Chinese government has voiced disapproval. Now we're seeing the explosion here, and even some blasters that are coming out for the foam flinging market are inspired by gel ball blasters. Some of them are fine. Some of them I don't mind too much. But some of them cross the line. I've never played it before, so yes, uninformed man makes an opinion. Sorry, I would play gel ball, I'm not that interested. What about me has kind of expressed that I would be interested in trying that out if I haven't already tried to jump into airsoft, but I'm still just not super interested. So I understand that it kind of exists in that realm between foam flinging and airsoft or paintball. If you like playing gel ball, if you like the gel ball blasters, that's great. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with a lot of these blasters because they look like a lot of fun to play with. Used in the right venues, I would imagine these things are a ton of fun, and some of them fire ammo real fast, and the high capacity is definitely a plus. That said, I'm also paying attention to things going on in my local area. Gel ball has created its own unique problems. Even where I just lived, there were articles coming out about drive-by shootings with gel balls. You've probably heard about the Orbeez Challenge, which in its own right is hilarious because Orbeez doesn't make gel blasters, but they've been associated with the gel ball like size and shape and the like water beads or water BBs, so they got their name tacked onto it, got their name tacked onto a TikTok trend, allegedly, that has people just firing at unsuspecting others or their friends. There was someone on my street who was walking their dog and someone did this and they record it. That hit pretty close to home as a new dog owner. That's no good. And I know that's not an isolated incident because I've heard other people talk about these experiences and I've seen the articles and, I mean, police are like pressing charges. That's not okay. And I also understand this could be done with anything, right? People could, don't do this, people could be doing that with like pellet guns. They could be doing it with Nerf blasters, in which they will be called Nerf blasters regardless, even if they are things like Dart Zone, X-Shot, Buzzbee, doesn't matter. But what's been happening for some reason, it's all these gel ball blasters that people have used. And that's definitely tainted the idea of gel blasters in the United States. I don't see gel ball as this horrible evil, I just don't like a lot of the ways that people are using it. The blasters themselves look like fun. A lot of the designs are really cool, they're really sci-fi and unique, and they're like, ooh, that's kind of enticing to see how that works. And then others look like this. I'm sorry, what? That's a gel blaster? That. You want me to buy that, and you're trying to market that to me, someone who regularly goes to events in public locations, and you want me to bring that to my next Nerf game? Is that what you're saying? You're trying to get me to change over people to use that? Bruh. That's the other real annoying thing. As more and more of these blasters are coming from the foreign market, they are not abiding by US laws, and I'm shocked sometimes when I see some of these designs. Again, some are fine, some are cool, others are, that's a gun. You're not going to be bringing this new Nerf gel blaster to your next Nerf game, right? It has to exist in its own category. Whereas there's an argument to be made that you could bring Hyper, you definitely can bring Rival to your Nerf games. Barring the age differences, if you're playing with younger audiences, you probably wouldn't want to bring, fast-firing foam balls or even Hyper for whatever they're made of. It's not remotely clear yet whether Nerf's blaster is designed to be competitive with other gel shooters in the US and abroad, as the company hasn't offered any range or velocity claims yet, just that it can shoot up to 10 rounds per second and that it apparently fires hard enough to justify including a set of eye protection in the box. Most of their 14 plus line includes eye protection at this point, same with Dart Zone. I think that's just the smart thing to do. But it doesn't look like a terribly hard sell compared to Hasbro's other attempts to make Nerf more competitive. It's not practical to attend a Nerf war with a Hyper or Ultra Blaster, since you'd be one of the only one using that type of ammo, and you'd either have to spend serious money on a huge stockpile or spend the entire game picking up projectiles you shot. They're not completely wrong. Here you can carry a huge tank of theoretically dirt cheap pellets that are typically biodegradable, though Hasbro makes no explicit mention that in that announcement. What? No. You're not bringing this to your local Nerf game. Again, these have to be their own game. I get that there are different velocities for gel blasters, but it's like a different sport. It's not the same. Yes, the capacity is a plus, and I was racking my brain when I first saw it for that reason too. I was like, so Nerf loves their proprietary ammo, right? Why would they make something that is so cross-compatible with other gel blasters, right? It's just one uniquely, it's uniquely sized probably. Maybe it's not compatible with other gel blasters on the market, but I'm sure there's something comparable. But the real kicker is that you can't reuse these. And that's been one of the best things about Nerf. You can always reuse your ammo unless it gets completely destroyed, but there should be no reason why you can't fire a dart, go and pick it up, and fire it again. Yes, there's a bit of cleanup there, but it's also a nice feature. Now we've lost that feature completely, and we're also not getting the commitment that these are biodegradable, because gel ball is not universally biodegradable. There's no proof to that, overwhelmingly at least, because there's so many different categories of gel blasters and actual gel balls or Orbeez, then you just don't know. Without Nerf saying explicitly that that's what they do, You can't believe it, so we'll wait and see if that is a pro of the line, a pro of the Nerf Pro line. Ugh, I wouldn't use that as a selling point just yet, and I wouldn't use that as justification if you're looking to get in on this line. But now you get to buy more Nerf gel ball ammo. Heck yes, because buying exclusively Nerf brand ammo in the first place wasn't fun enough. Now you have to, because when you run out of ammo with this, there's no reloading from the ground. It also just looks neat, with a retractable stock and removable barrel. Ah yes, for a variety of playstyles. Okay, you know what? I think we're done here. It's coming out in November. You can pre-order soon. I don't know why Nerf is really going into the gel ball market now. It seems like they're showing up as the last person to the party. Busby, I guess you would be the last person to the party, or X-Shot. But you guys don't have to go to this party. You can stay in the water blasting category. That's a little bit safer. Nerf does what they want, and that's the extent of that. If they want to chase the gel ball craze, they can go ahead and reap the rewards and consequences of whatever happens. I'm not saying there are going to be consequences. I'm just saying when you tie your name to that not really fully established and fleshed out market in the US, then we're gonna see what happens. Maybe it is just so much more popular in areas that I understand because I'm just not paying attention to it too much. But when I see all of their current dart offerings, I feel like there's been just overwhelming support for that half dart ecosystem into their line, and they would do such a good job. That's right, I'm saying it, Nerf would do a good job with half darts. I know they would, because they have the resources to do something incredible, and they also have another company that's already tackled the first steps. They can kind of swoop in and either improve upon stuff or make things that are even better. Competition. And Nerf, you're really dragging your feet if you want to get into that ecosystem. Or you're never going to because we don't matter. And that's fine if you want to make that decision. That's totally okay. But I just still don't understand what gel ball is going to do for you. In a year, maybe I'll be proven wrong. It'll be your most profitable aspect. And we'll wait and see what other blasters they've also got planned for this launch. Or if it's just the one blaster and then more are gonna come out, maybe there'll be some actual competitions built up around this Nerf Pro gel ball stuff. That could be the silver lining as well, getting people to go out and play competitively. Actually encouraging people to play together, organize a tournament. I'd go to that, maybe. I might actually take up gel ball if you want to organize a real tournament and have people play. Hit me up, Nerf. I think I've reached the extent of my confused ramblings on this one. If you can't tell, I'm torn about all of this. So I'd really love to know what you guys are thinking, because I've seen people commenting like, weird step, Nerf, and others like, heck yeah, sign me up. This could go in a really cool direction. But with Nerf, a very big player in the toy industry, in the projectile category, right, taking a stance and saying, yes, we're doing gel balls, that signals to a lot of other companies that this could be the direction to go. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways by seeing Nerf fully commit to gel ball. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Subscribe for more gel ball content. And I will see you next time at the bottom of a pool reviewing a gel ball blaster that I received for free because I love gel ball. And I've always loved gel ball. Gel ball is my favorite snack. Okay, don't actually eat the gel balls. I feel like I have to make that explicitly clear. Don't actually do that. Nerf's gonna have to say that too. Don't eat the darts. Don't eat the gel balls. Don't eat anything.